Hi, I'm Ollie from Quicksilver Exhausts, and we're here today to present you with a solution for a modern day problem. You've just spent £1 million on your Aston Martin with no windscreen. You bought it for the fun, you bought it for the V12, but regretfully, when you're doing any distance, you need one of these. When you put this on, you can no longer hear your V12. That means you're going to need it louder. Who would be silly enough to make an exhaust for a car that only a handful of people have ever bought? Let's go!
Just wait a sec, there's nothing coming behind, I don't think.
Hold tight. With the Quicksilver sports exhaust system, you really open up the sound of the engine, even with wearing a crash helmet, with all the pops and burbles and crackles you could possibly wish for. That's rapid.
Try and slow up a bit now so we can get some quick stuff. One of the party pieces of this exhaust is that GT mode, perfectly civilized. You're not going to offend anybody. Yet when you get out of the town, it's a completely different story.
Yes. Lovely. There you go, and cover up the helmet hair. Is that a thing? Well, anyway, back to hat hair. But stronger, lighter, a great tone, a fantastic presence, and of course excellent flow. Now to the exhaust. Very similar attributes to myself. Over OEM, of course. This is a smaller system, but it is basically identical to the V12 Vantage system. So we have a titanium silencer casing. Within this, without giving too many of our trade secrets away, is a X-pipe, which mixes both banks of the engine quite well. We also have that mixes the banks very well as well. And so that's different than OEM. Also worth mentioning the bore sizes. When the valves are shut, you get it goes through the box and it comes through here and then comes out there. When the valves are open, you get some bleed still, and having the different bore sizes gives you a very good depth of tone, and which really helps the sound a lot. We have 2 valves, same as OEM. That runs with the stock car's ECU valve functionality. Depending on the driving mode, you can exaggerate how much they open and temperature of the car and running speeds. But we really leave that alone because that works quite well on these Astons, so we don't need to put any of our separate programming in. At the front of the car, we won't go under there. It's too hard to look under the under tray and stuff. We have a set of these. A set I didn't make earlier, but they were made by the guys down in the factory because they are fantastic and they have more skills to their repertoire than I would ever have. These are ceramic coated, as you can see, and in there, I don't know if you can see that, that is a 300 cell race cap. That replaces what is usually at the front of the car, which is each side is a double cap, which is about 500 cells, which really restricts the engine. This is basically the ultimate solution if you want to unrestrict the engine, much crisper note, and really helps with throttle response. You can buy either of these products separately on our website, but we strongly recommend you buy both. I mean, why not? If you've gone for a vehicle such as this fantastic Speedster, I would think that you too would probably want the double effect of the rear section and the race caps to really open it up. Big shout out to our friend, the crazy Dutchman Martin, who drove this over yesterday from his house in the morning and was with us by lunchtime, and then we dropped him at the airport and he's going to pick it up next week. This is a one-off colour for this Speedster. He asked for it to match his McLaren. I do believe they now have introduced it to some other models. Wonderful, I like that nice deep ruby red. Ben doesn't agree with me, he's now just come in. He likes this sort of red, I think, the flat red.
Like the flat red.
Yeah.
It looks great, it looks great.
But let us know what you think about the colour, but more importantly, let us know what you think of the sound, the system, any questions. All the links are below, and I think we've covered everything, so we will see you on the next one.